Hi folks, this is Shefik. Today I want to talk about how publications can help you to apply for extraordinary talented individual visas in both United Kingdom and United States of America. But before we start, please like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest videos. Also, your comments are more than welcome. Thank you for your all support in advance. Both the United Kingdom and the United States of America offer highly advantageous visa programs to encourage the immigration of extraordinary talented individuals. While the UK attracts such individuals through the Global Talent Visa, the United States of America does so via the EB-1A and EB-2 National Interest Waiver, or shortly EB-2 NIW categories. All of these visas provide residence and work authorization without requiring any sponsorship. Submitting publications applies whether you are applying under digital technology or academic research. Both routes allow you to submit academic publications as part of your application. First things first, relevance to eligible roles. In particular, if you are thinking to apply under digital technology, you must make sure your publications are relevant to eligible role list. If your paper is on machine learning, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, or data science, you are in the clear. But if it's about something like ones listed in the excluded list, such as ERP systems or older enterprise tech that's not listed here, it may not help your case. Always double check the technician or up-to-date endorsing bodies eligibility list. On the other hand, if you go for academic research instead of digital technology, they are all fine. What kind of publications can you submit? When it comes to Global Talent Visa, you can submit variety of publications. These include journal articles, conference papers, also preprints on platforms like Archive. Each of these counts as separate piece of evidence. So if you have papers in those three groups, you can submit them as three different evidences. But please don't forget, time frame matters, in particular United Kingdom's Global Talent Visa. You should only include papers from the last 5 years. The application focuses on your recent and ongoing impact, not what you did in a decade ago. On the other hand, if you are applying to EB-1A or EB-2 NIW, it's fine to submit all your historical publications. Moreover, thesis-based publications may not be counted. Please be aware that publications directly tied to your master's or PhD thesis are not considered independent evidence for your United Kingdom's Global Talent Visa application. You can reference them, but they shouldn't be the main documents you rely on. On the other hand, it's fine to submit them in your United States EB-1 and EB-2 visas. Furthermore, publications alone aren't enough. This is really important. Having publications is not enough by itself. If that were the case, every academic people would qualify for the Global Talent Visa. What the reviewers want to see is why your publications make you an exceptional talent. Ask yourself, what was innovative about my work? Did I solve a difficult problem? Did my paper influence others in the field? Did it lead to a product, patent, or impact in the industry? Herein, citations matter, and a lot. The numbers that speak for you. Papers with a significant number of citations, typically 100 or more, can significantly make your application powerful. You should clearly highlight your total citation count, your H-index. This shows how many of your papers have been cited at least 8 times. Also, I-10 index is an important indicator. This shows how many of your papers have at least 10 citations. These numbers will help reviewers understand how much your work is used and respected. Please use platforms like Google Scholar. Set up and update your Google Scholar profile because it's free, easy to share, and very transparent. And if you include a screenshot of your profile as a part of your evidence, it can be confirmed by reviewers. As a cross-validator, you can set up a ResearchGate profile. This platform is very popular among medical doctors. Besides, your research and your citations can be trackable and confirmable in this platform as well. In addition, I really like Semantic Scholar because it shows highly influential citations in addition to regular citations. In other words, how many citing papers have high citation count as well. Next, authorship order matters. Another thing you should mention is your position in the author list. If you are the first one, that usually means you led the work. If you are the last author, then that often indicates a mentorship or supervisory role, especially in scientific fields. If the paper says authors contributed equally and you are one of them, please highlight this. Even if you are not listed first, equal contribution still shows your leadership. And always try to explain your role in multi-author papers. Also, journal indexing and quality matter. Now let's talk about where your paper is published. Is it in Science Citation Index, or shortly SCI, Science Citation Index Expanded, or shortly SCI-E, Emerging Source Citation Index, or shortly ESCI? Is your article indexed by those indexes? Then that's a plus. You can think these authorities are search engines, but they only index prestigious journal articles. So if your paper indexed by one of these, then it would be a huge plus. Besides, is the journal ranked in Q1, in other words top 25%, or Q2, in other words the next 25%. This is better. You can find this information in the journal citation reports. Mention this in your evidence. For instance, this paper was published in Q1 journal indexed in SCI with an impact factor of 7-ish. This adds credibility to your work and shows that it was peer-reviewed by a very respected community. What's more, you may check out different citation sources. It's also great if your SCI index paper is cited by other SCI indexed papers similar to here. This means the quality of your citations is also high, not just a number. You can get these stats from Web of Science, which shows where your citations are coming from. Furthermore, reference letters let others validate. Consider getting a reference letter or recommendation letter from an academic who knows your work. They can be your supervisor or they can be one who knows your publications. If they can explain why your research is important, what impact it had, how it contributes to the field, then the letter becomes a powerful addition to your evidence pack. Sincerely, don't hesitate to submit your academic work if you have a few, because endorsers know that publishing papers and gathering citations are long-term investments. They take time and patience. Keep in mind, having around one publication per year is already considered as a solid pace, especially given the long timelines involved in academic publishing. So if you have at least 2 to 3 strong publications over the last few years, that can be enough to support your case, as long as they show quality, relevance, and impact. Academic publishing often takes time. Journal review processes can take 12 to 18 months, and there's always the risk of rejection or major revision. That's why many researchers follow a publication pipeline that you can adopt as a strategy while building your academic evidences. First, releasing content as a preprint on archive, then presenting it at an academic conference, then it's going to be published in its conference proceedings, and finally published its extended version in a peer-reviewed journal. This way, the same research effort can be recognized across 3 different formats: preprint, conference paper, and journal article, and counted as 3 separate pieces of evidence. To sum up, Submitting academic publications can strongly support your Global Talent Visa application or EB1 or EB2 NIW applications. But it's not about quantity, it's about quality, impact, and your unique contribution. Use every opportunity, author order, citation metrics, journal prestige to show you are not just a researcher but a leader in your field. And have a good luck. And don't forget to tell your story clearly, confidently, with evidence. If you do like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time.